Hello, what's good? We're back with more Bed Wars. Today, it's finally time. It's not going to be more updates. That's right. The updates have officially ended for now. But today it's gonna be a classic storytime video over Minecraft gameplay. Look, who can fault the classics? And today it's not a story from not that long ago actually. It was only like a couple months ago at this rate. How's it already been a couple months, God? So pretty much right. I've started uni this year. Look, it's fine. I've enjoying the free time though. I just gotta go in like I don't know, like every day. My schedule really hasn't been that good. I have to go in for like 2 hours at a time and then come back, and it's not the best. And that means that I've needed a place to stay close to the uni, because pretty much right where I'm staying right now, like my regular like living locations, I pretty much have to catch 2 planes, a boat, and hike across an entire mountain range to get to uni each day. We have a little like unit over there. It's pretty solid. I enjoy it a lot. It's like small. It's not the most elaborate or fancy, but it's nice. It's like homely. We start moving into this like unit, right? It's going well. We've already ordered a whole bunch of the stuff we need, like like beds, like I don't know. What else do you need? Beds and stuff. But the main thing we need is like appliances. So we go like one day, it's me, my mom, and my sister, who's also living there with me, and we go off to the fabled land that's the main part of the story, the Good Guys. And if you don't know what the Good Guys is, that's fair. It's an Australian like appliances brand, so it's got like everything. It's got like phones, like washing machines, dryers, kettles, toasters, and most important of all, fridges. So we place an order for all like the stuff like washing all the essentials pretty much. So we got a washing machine, we get like, a toaster, all that kind of stuff. And then the most important thing, the fridge. Look, in this fridge, it's pretty much like love at first sight. This thing can produce pure happiness just by like opening it. That thing was like the perfectly optimized for like the fridge space that we have. It's like a cut out little fridge space. I like measured that shit. I had the dimensions sorted. I was like, okay, if it's like 150 across and like 200 tall, then we can get this perfect fridge that fits in there and gives us enough space to like open it up. And it was great. It was fine. We placed this like order right. The fridge is obviously coming later. All the big appliances like fridge, washing machine, stuff like that, that's all coming later. You can't really put a washing machine in your car because then you also have to set it up. And how the fuck do you set up a washing machine? Like, the day of the delivery comes, right? And we've got the Good Guys delivery service doing this. So like obviously it's got to be some top tier quality, right? I mean, this is a massive Australia-wide company, right? No. I was at uni while the delivery was happening, struggling to pretty much survive in like my first week. And so my sister's at home, right? She gets a delivery. The washing machine, it goes all perfectly fine, all dandy. It's in there, it's perfect, it's everything, right? And then that's where the problems start. There's like pretty much 2 big burly men, all like oiled up or whatnot, and they like bring the fridge into the garage, and then they try to like bring it upstairs. And they look and they're like, we can't do that. Why not? You're like big bulky men. And they were like, oh, it's like too narrow and it's like too windy. We need like 4 guys to do this. And that's understandable. You don't want to like botch the job and get like sued because you like didn't have enough guys, right? So obviously fair enough. This fridge is just like sitting in the garage now, not fulfilling the purpose a fridge should. And so we get like a rescheduled like 4 big burly men date pretty much, and it's like I don't know, like a couple days after, like a week after, and that's really not great because if you think about it, the fridge is pretty much the most important thing you need in the house. Like fuck the microwave, fuck the oven, the fridge is where it's at. That like, do you know how hard it was to like refrigerate stuff back in the day before fridges? You had to fucking make ice to do stuff, to like put meat, vegetable in it so it didn't go off. Do you know how hard it was to make ice back in the day? Fucking. That shit was pretty much impossible. Like, because the thing is, right, put it in the what fridge? What freezer? They didn't exist. How did you make ice? You had to fucking go to, like, the big winterland often like 100 kilometers away, get some ice and bring it back for, like, your lord, because that shit was expensive, so only the rich people had, like, refrigeration. Actually, that's how lobsters became popular. Fuck, I need it. Okay, I need to stop. Okay, I'll talk. The lobsters can wait for another day, but pretty much right. So fridges, pretty much the most important invention of humanity, allows everyone to refrigerate food for free. Not for free, but for money. But like to like store food, prevent them from going off for longer, which means that you don't have to like hunt more animals. harvest more vegetables. Your food that you have survives for longer, which means you have to worry less about collecting food. It's perfect, right? So this fridge, it not being in the apartment, it's really not great. We have to get takeout every single day, and that might sound good. It was not good for my nutritional balance. Let me just say, takeout every single day for like a week. It's not great. We can't even have the essentials. There's no eggs. There's no milk. Where are you supposed to store them? I mean, there's long life milk, but you have to put that shit in the fridge after you open it. No eggs, no milk, nothing like that. We're pretty much stranded. The fridge, it sits in the garage pretty much taunting us for like a week. And then the fabled day comes by. 4 big, burly men are supposed to show up and, get this fridge upstairs. We're like lost in the queue. It's gonna be like 4 p.m. by the time the delivery comes around, right? And so my mom is like, she doesn't want anything wrong to happen, so she like calls up the delivery like guy. It's like, okay, yeah, what's the situation? And he's like, oh yeah, I'm just like one guy with a truck. I'm just one guy with a truck. Your last delivery. And my mom's like, well, this is extremely paraphrased, but she's pretty much like, what the fuck do you mean? You are one guy in a truck. There was supposed to be 4 big burly men, bulked up, supposed to be bringing this fridge. What do you mean you're one guy in a van? And they talked the situation. Turns out it was just tacked on to the end of his order. He had no idea what was going on with it. So she's like, what's the point of you doing this? Just go back. And they call customers. She calls customer support because obviously what the hell is going on? Where are our 4 big burly men as promised? She gets stuck in a queue for like an hour. It's not great, but the moment she gets through there, she's like, oh, it's like, it kind of goes in circles for a bit, but turns out that there was just absolutely no communication whatsoever between them, right? So obviously she's like, well, what the fuck? Can you like get this fridge up or not? And I think they schedule like another date, something like that, but it keeps going around a bit more, and like another week goes by. We're like struggling at this point, like struggling to survive. It's already been like 2 weeks into the uni semester. So like 2 weeks after the original order was made, it turns out that no matter how many like guys they had to help get this fridge up, they weren't able to do it anyways. Why? Because the staircase was just too narrow, so they didn't want to get like lawsuited. They didn't want to get lawsuited for damages, right? So they're like, well, we just can't do it. And why couldn't you have told us that earlier? Why did we have to wait like a week and a half, like 2 weeks, just to tell us that we can't even do this? They're kind of pissed. Me, my mom, my sister, we're all just fucking pissed because what the fuck communication is that? Finally, me and my sister, we go off back to the good guys. We're like, okay, look, this is the situation. We've got this fridge. We need a smaller fridge, right? Look, it's not ideal, but we just need a smaller fridge, right? And the guys, they were really nice about it. They were like, all right, look, so we don't really have any smaller fridges like that. You have to go to another store. Great. Thanks. We have to search around a lot more, like trying to find like the best fridge. Eventually we settle on one. But the thing is, right, like, we finally have a fridge. We can finally survive in this modern era. Everything is cool. We're chill now. We finally got a fridge. But the thing is, right, why couldn't they have just communicated that earlier? Like, that's the thing I'm like pissed about. Like, why is it that we had to wait so long, like wait through like hours of just sitting in line for customer service, getting thrown back and forth between like the delivery service and then the store and then the delivery service again, and just to find out that like we can't even do this? Like, what kind of fucking communication is that? The funniest part about it is after like the first mishap, I decided to Google the Good Guys official delivery service reviews. And it was a bit unbalanced. We go to the Good Guys delivery service, right? We scroll down a bit more. Yeah, look, it's an online store, but it's pretty much delivery as well. 1.2 stars with 1,000 reviews, and you might be thinking that's like fine. There could be like 100-ish 5 stars, and there's a bunch of like 2 and 1 stars, but no. We go on, we scroll down. Look at this fucking ratio. 44 5 stars, 11, 10, 32, 1,164. Scroll down to the reviews. Refusal to honor. 1 day ago, it's still going on. 1 day ago, 2 days ago. It still keep going. The ratio is even worse. Okay, yeah. Delivery agents refused to honor premium delivery service and left old fridge. Appalling customer service. Yeah. It hasn't been shipped, no communication, no emails. They are the crap guys. Pissed off customer. Literally useless. Standard home delivery. I have an unbalanced fridge. Nah, this fridge got a wonky leg. What the hell? That's the fucking story. That's it. It's just the good guys absolutely sucking at delivery, I guess. They just say it was like a separate company, but still, if you're going to be associated with a company like that, you might as well make sure they're, good at their jobs. That's literally it. I just wanted to rant about the good guys failing to deliver a fridge for like 2 weeks. Yeah. See you guys next time. Thanks for listening to Story. Remember to subscribe and like. Yeah. Goodbye.